with the Gateway Arch welcoming us in the background to look at Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the St. Louis Cardinals. Should see some great battles out of these two next on the show. Adam Wainwright, a right-handed Georgia native, gets the starting nod. EK, what do you got?
Well, if we take a look here, left-handed hitters are hitting less than .250 against him. He's really been able to dominate them.
John Jaso makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The afternoon for Pittsburgh, first baseman John Jaso.
And we are underway this afternoon as the first pitch is over for a called strike one. Eric Karros, we take a look at this Cardinal ball club as they enter play this afternoon. They come into this one looking to make amends for a loss last time out that put an end to a 7-game winning streak.
Yeah, all good things must come to an end. And that winning streak finally ended last time out. But I don't think that'll slow this bunch down at all. And the way they're playing, they might just pick up right where they left off.
Wainwright into the windup. Here's the 1-1. On a hole now as he swings and misses at a pitch in the dirt, and it's 1-2 now. You get that feeling that'll be a pitch we see a lot of as this game goes along.
And when he's throwing that thing good, a lot of times that's where it winds up. So these guys are going to have to prove they can lay off that thing in the dirt, or they're going to keep seeing it.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
And we'll see him work both sides of the plate with the curveball going forward. You know, maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Now the pitch. And that misses, ball 4. So a good battle to begin the ball game today, but the leadoff man will reach first anyway.
You can't fault the pitch selection or the location there. It's well placed, maybe just a hair off the outside corner. But 3-2, that's where you want to be.
Here's Gregory Polanco. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. That batting average hovering in the high 230s. 2 home runs and 7 driven in. Nobody out, runner on first. In for a strike, it's 1-1. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
Yeah, Jerry seems to call a really good game back there, Matt. It's pretty rare that you see anyone too overly displeased with his zone.
Hard hit ball to second. And that'll just sneak past the glove, and it should be a base hit.
Yeah, a big hole on the right side of the infield. You see it there. With the first baseman holding, the second baseman at double play depth, there's a lot of real estate out there, and he just bounces it right through the opening.
Andrew McCutchen will dig in now, and he's come through in many a situation like this, currently 4th in the National League RBI race.
And I think it's pretty cool that he's a center fielder, too, because it's kind of unusual that you find a guy like him that can play such an athletically demanding position and drive the ball with authority like he does.
From the stretch. Cut fastball taken for strike 1. And speaking of the NL RBI leaders, there they are on your screen. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through into center field, base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Oh my goodness, this guy is really starting to heat up now. That's 8 straight games with a base hit. He's been fun to watch.
Starling Marte will stand in, currently 8th in the National League in hitting to enter play.
Well, right now he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you'd really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. And I think he's going to have to summon up every bit of his experience to get out of this one.
He's certainly been through it before. If anybody can do it, he can.
1-0 count. Here it is. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
In a spot like this, you got to go after strikes.
Bases loaded here. Nobody out. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Ready on 1-2. And another foul ball. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Hot shot on the ground is short. Throw to second will be in time, but the run's going to come in and score. On to first, but not in time. It's a fielder's choice and an RBI.
Boy, it's amazing how fast a guy will get down the line if he can smell an RBI coming. You see he's able to beat it out on the back end as the run comes home to score. No double play.
Stepping in now, Jung-Ho Gong, as he'll take a look at ball one.
Now here's a spot with a run home already. That looks nice on the scoreboard. But if you could put up a 2 or even a 3 spot here in the first, that could really go a long way against a guy like this.
1-0 pitch on the way. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. And no shot for Holiday. It's a foul ball. Runners are at the corners with one man out. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
Now with runners at the corners and 2 strikes, this is a spot where you've got to make something positive come out of this on the mound.
He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. Steve, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Well, the team they're playing right now has a bad back end of the bullpen, so try to get a lead. But even if you don't, stay focused because they have a way of coughing up games.
David Freese will stand in, and as you can see the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1.
Oh, he's got a legitimate gripe right there. I don't know about that one.
To short, hit hard. Scooped up, throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 1 in the inning for the Pirates on a couple of hits. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Pittsburgh leads this one 1-0. Garrett Cole is the man on the mound for the Pirates in this contest. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, this year his strikeout to walk ratio has been outstanding, so look for a lot of strikeouts here in this one.
Number 36 comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, number 36.
Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. Eric, we take a look at the Pirates as they take the field here this afternoon. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
And it was a great start to the road trip. They were able to pull out a 1-run victory, so hopefully that'll give them a little momentum because they've got some very difficult games coming up in this stretch.
Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. Steve, what are they going to have to do to force a rubber match in this series?
They got to be more patient out there. Work the count a little bit. Try and get to this guy early before he settles in.
Into the box now, Colton Wong. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
That first pitch is going to be key all night long. If he gets ahead early with the fastball, that's when he can get tough to figure out, especially with the arsenal that he has.
Jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. Lined hard toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a one-out double.
Well, I think this was a little bit of a gamble from my perspective. I had a feeling that he'd take a big turn around first and then hold on, but he was having none of that. He's smelling two all the way, and he's going to make it there with a hustle double.
Here's Matt Carpenter. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And now the runner's trying for third. Behind the runner to second. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
And you know what? That's not a big breaking ball coming up high and tight. That's going to get your attention a little.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third. And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at how the Pirates align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, Matty, Gregory Polanco has 3 traits that make him an incredible outfielder. He's got that frightening speed, fearless approach, and he's got an absolute cannon for an arm. That range of skills that he puts on display, breathtaking. He should be a factor in any game he's playing in.
First offering on its way. Matt Adams is next as he finds himself behind 0-1.
And he's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
2 outs here with a runner at third. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More of the show, Saturday Baseball, after this. Francisco Cervelli will get his first shot here, and he certainly had it working so far this season, up over 350 entering play.
Well, when you look at what this guy's done so far, Matty, he leads this ball club in average. He's been a huge part of their offense so far this season.
And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Wainwright looks in. 1-1 on its way. Now a swing and a ground ball. Peralta's there. A spin and a throw. And a spin throw gets him at first. A fine play there for the first out. And with that, a look at the defense for the St. Louis Cardinals. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, this defense is really anchored up the middle, and most specifically, the guy over at second base. He turns the double play as well as anybody in the game, has a lot of range, and really takes away a lot of hits from the other team.
Josh Harrison will stand in, hoping for a reversal of fortune here as he's seen that average drop precipitously these past 10 ball games. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
And if you're not careful, this is the kind of guy that can run off 6 scoreless innings against you from here out. So that first inning run isn't something you can bank on holding up.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball, 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Now here's the pitch. Grounded back up the middle. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
Boy, you talk about a ball having eyes. First off, he's fortunate to get this one by the pitcher. It's not hit especially hard, but you'll see it get past second base where neither middle infielder can track it down. And it'll make its way into center field.
Standing in now, Garrett Cole. And they'll try and play for 1 here as he gets this one down. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out.
Well, this is a nice job here of giving himself up. You see him square and put this ball down over toward the right side of the infield, and that's just where you want it to be. They do put the tag on him, but, hey, he gets the job done.
Here's John Jaso now. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. There's a cut fastball that time that runs in a bit too tight, and it's 2-0 now.
Very patient here in these opening few innings.
And I think that's exactly what they're going to need to do. The more hitters counts that you can get yourself in, the more fastballs you're going to see. And this is a good fastball hitting team.
3-0 now. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You got to make these guys earn it.
And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now.
Still a base open here, so you don't have to come in with one if you don't want to.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
And this has been the big concern with this guy over the last couple seasons. He's prone to getting hurt by the base on balls. Already that's 2 walks here in the early going, and that's something that he's going to need to get a handle on pretty quick.
Gregory Polanco gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. And this one's in the dirt. But fortunately here, no advance. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. In there, and it's even at 1.
And in a spot like this, first and second with 2 away, that's where he's at his toughest on the mound. He'll bear down and start finding the corners of the strike zone. Makes it very hard for you to score runs off him.
Tapper right back to the mound. Throw on to first is in time, and that snuffs out the Bucco rally as the inning is over. Pirates strand a couple. We played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Johnny Peralta will stand in here. He drove in one of their 2 runs in last night's ball game.
Well, Matt, he just continues this string of his last 10 games where he's hitting over 300. He has those really, really nice games mixed in there.
Down the third baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Ripped on the ground to first. Underhanded flip. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Batting sixth, right fielder.
And with 1 away, let's give you a look at the standings in the NL Central entering play as you see where these two teams sit in relation to one another. Now in the box, Brandon Moss, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And a high strike there, 0-1. One out, nobody on. And he misses with it, 1-1.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Hit sharply on the ground. Fielded by Freeze. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. Matt Holliday will stand in, and as you can see, his home and road splits there. He's been a much better hitter away from home. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Left field and deep. Marte going back, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double.
Pretty fortunate he was able to keep this ball fair. This is pretty close down the line. You see it winding up, one hopping the wall down there, and that allows him to cruise into second with 2 bases.
So striding in, Brian Pena, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's set. Here it comes. Towards second. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
And you'd like to think that a 2-out single would score your guy from second, but this ball was just hit too hard, and he's forced to hold on at third base.
Into the box, Adam Wainwright. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. A 1 pitch on its way. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove. That could have been trouble.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Boy, that's pretty good patience out there out of a pitcher who's acting like a hitter, especially with 2 outs.
Ball 3. 3-2 now.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Cards strand a couple. They still trail 1-0. Aerial view there of St. Louis from high above the Mississippi River as we welcome you back to baseball on the show. Andrew McCutchen is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
You know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact and he can run.
Back on the hill is Wainwright now as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man, 0-1. Hit hard on the ground to second. Taken in by Carpenter. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Now batting. Left fielder.
So with one away, a reminder we've got more Pittsburgh Pirates baseball for you in the week ahead as you take a look there at where we'll be over the next 7 days. Starling Marte steps in for his second at-bat. A fielder's choice his first time around. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
Curveball, but he can't get him to chase it. 1-2.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
And that misses 2-2. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
Yeah, he had a chance to put him away. Had him down 0-2. Tried to get him to chase a couple of times, but he wouldn't do it. And he winds up making contact on a good pitch there.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jung-Ho Gong. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
It was a pretty big strikeout, too, because he had a chance to drive in a run, so I'm sure he's going to be thinking about that missed opportunity for a little while.
And Wainwright able to get ahead with the breaking pitch for strike one. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball one. Wainwright comes set, coming home with the 1-1 pitch. And that's taken up and in for ball two. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
Marte off for second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. Not in time as he steals second.
Boy, I think he's pretty lucky to get in there safely on this play. It's a decent jump, but I think a good throw might nail him down there. Instead, you see it's wide of the mark, off to the shortstop side of the base, and he's able to beat that tag to get in safely.
Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. Grounder down the line at third. Peralta's up with it. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Well, with 2 strikes, you've got to protect up there, even on a curveball that's a borderline strike. But he can only manage to get this one off the end of his bat, and it winds up being a simple little ground out.
Here's David Freese to stand in. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Good cut fastball in there, 1-1.
1 and 1. 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 1 and
That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Look out as this bat shatters on impact.
Well, chalk another one up for that pitcher. He's used to breaking bats, and he'll give you a little stare down after doing something like that every once in a while.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Holliday's after it. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Pirates leave 1, but they're up 1-0. Number 36 stands
Leading
in.
up for the Cardinals, the shortstop, number 36.
Here's a curveball that runs outside. It's ball 1. High in the air out to center field. McCutchen is under it. And that's the first out of the inning. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season.
Well, it's just business as usual for him, Matt. He leads the National League in that category. He's having himself just a fantastic season so far. Not only is he pitching well, but his team is playing great for him as well. You need run support and solid defense to rack up the wins like he is, and he's getting it.
Colton Wong comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Tap fouled at home plate. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, and a good curveball that time as it's taken for a called strike 3, and there are 2 away.
And I can tell you, from facing guys like this my whole career, you may think you're getting a curveball, but when a guy's throwing in the high 90s, it's darn near impossible to sit on one.
Here's Matt Carpenter. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they go quietly here in this half inning. 3 innings complete. Bucks out in front, 1-0. Francisco Cervelli is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Catcher, Francisco Cervelli.
Wainwright's ready. First pitch on the way. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
And we've seen a lot of that pitch here in the first 4 innings, and it's been real effective for him, and that's another example right there.
Lifted in the air out to right. Moss has a beat on it, 1 out.
Up next for the Pirates, second baseman, Josh Harrison.
Josh Harrison is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1. Drilled right back up the middle, and a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
Yeah, he hit a good pitch there. This thing's toward the outside part of the plate, but he stays with it all the way. Uses the big part of the field and gets himself a base hit.
Into the box now. Garrett Cole pulls the bunt attempt back, but it's in there for strike 1. And they'll try to stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down. flips it underhand. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
You know, in this situation, some people may say, with one out, why not just let him swing away? You know why you don't let him swing away? Because he's a pitcher, that's why. All you can hope for is for him to go up there and make a productive out, and that's what he did.
Striding into the box, John Jaso.
He drew a walk his first time up.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Now a ball rolls softly to second. To his right, Carpenter. Throw in time, and the side is retired. One left for Pittsburgh, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Leading off the inning, Matt Adams, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw on to first in time, one away.
Up next for the Cardinals.
Third and final game of this three-game set comes your way Sunday afternoon. That's tomorrow as you see the pitchers scheduled to take the mound in the series finale. Stepping in, Johnny Peralta.
He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
And here's a fastball called for strike one.
You know, I can't help but notice how much he's getting ahead of the hitters right now. I'm told he's throwing around 80% first pitch strikes. That's way above average.
Good swing there by Peralta, but he comes up empty. 0-2.
And we've seen guys swing at that four-seam riding fastball up in the zone. But you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
And a classic 0-2 pitch as the changeup misses low, and it's 1-2 now.
Tough pitch to lay off there with two strikes. I'm not sure if that was a good take or whether he just got fooled on a changeup and couldn't pull the trigger.
And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Curveball just about rung him up, but it's to 2-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning.
And I'll tell you what, he's throwing with a lot of confidence right now. And he's also taking some chances with location, but he's thinking he's bulletproof out there, and so far he has been.
Brandon Moss
stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
Into the seats, 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals. It remains 1-0. Gregory Polanco heads for the box to start off the fifth in this one.
Gregory Polanco.
Wainwright gets the sign. First pitch on its way. Watches a fastball right there for strike one.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike two. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. This one's flared toward left center. Number 36 onto the grass. He's got it one away.
Boy, he had to go a long way into the outfield to make this play. I kept thinking he was going to get called off, but he must have kept shouting for it, so he stays with it and pulls it in.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, showing no fear there. He put the pitch right at the letters away, but that guy didn't want any part of it.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Lifted into center field. Wong is there. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
And this is all about taking charge out there. That's the center fielder's ball if he can get there. So he calls everybody off, and he makes the play easily.
Ready now, Starling Marte. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and so far that's been the only real offense in this game. Good pitching we're seeing so far.
Nope.
Lays off 1-0.
Well, you know, things have gone his way more often than not so far this afternoon, but he certainly didn't get any help on that one.
One run, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. 1-0 pitch is a curveball. That looked good from here, but it's 2-0.
And you go back to the call on that very first pitch, how important that was. Now instead of a 1-1 count, you're at 2-0 with a really dangerous hitter up there.
A strike, and it's 2-1. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Sinker, and that's ruled strike 2.
A lot of people think that pitch will burn straight down, but it will work back a little bit towards righties, like that one did right there.
2 out, nobody on. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Hit on the ground to short.
Well, that's the kind of year it's been for this guy so far. Even when he gets fooled, he still finds a way to get an infield single out of it.
Jung Ho Gong will dig in for the third time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. too high, 1-0. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. Throw over to first, and a dive, but he's back. A runner on first with 2 away. Now a cut fastball finds the target, 2-1. Throw over to the bag, a dive, but he's back.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Pirates leave 1. They lead it 1-0. Matt Holliday will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
And that's right there, and we're even at 1. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Hit hard to short. Gung is there. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders.
Well, guys, he's one of the best in the league in that department right now. He's really been a difference maker on the mound. He attacks the strike zone and is using all of his pitches very effectively. Just one of those guys that's really fun to watch doing his thing.
Brian Pena will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. On the ground up the middle. A barehanded play by Harrison. Got him.
Oh, what a play. And you know, sometimes these guys make it look so easy, we forget how difficult it is to make a play like that. Not only did he barehand this ball, but he also made a sweet throw on the run over to first base. So often you'll see a guy airmail or short hop a throw like that because of the bad grip you have on the ball. But not in this case. That's a nice play.
Adam Wainwright will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
And he misses low with it. 2-0.
Well, you know, sometimes it's that natural tendency to let up just a little bit when you're facing the opposing pitcher. You know he's not going to do much damage. But you got to get refocused here because you do not want to go 3-0 to him.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. David Freese will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up.
And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Well, for that man right there, only the one run allowed. How discouraging is that when you're pitching your heart out and you're just not getting the support?
Well, the good pitchers really don't let it get to them. They know that it cuts both ways. Sometimes you give up 5 runs and your guys score you 8. You just have to focus on holding up your end of the bargain.
Now a fastball. Oh, look below the knees, but he rings him up anyway, and there's one gone.
And there you get a look at his pitches by inning. You can see the count. He's at 83 for the ball game. Not a huge concern just yet, but he's starting to get up there.
Francisco Cervelli will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And that's in there for strike 1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
He's been able to get outs when he needs them with that curveball, and there you see what his pitch breakdown has been so far.
Josh Harrison digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Into the windup and the pitch. Cut fastball in there for a called strike. One run, 6 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. And he falls behind 0-2. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
So many times pitchers will get ahead, then they'll start to mess around, and the next thing you know, it's a full count like it is here.
And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
That is just a great at-bat right there. Anytime you go from down 0-2 in the count to working out a walk, well, let me tell you, that ain't easy to do. And that's all about having a really good feel for the strike zone.
Settling in now, Garrett Cole. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance.
Well, a pretty productive at-bat last time, like you said, Matt. But right here with 2 outs, we're going to have to see if he can maybe find a gap and drive in a run.
2 out with the man at first. Takes this the other way to right. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, he's doing it all out there so far. Not only is he pitching a great game, but he gets in on the act offensively as well.
John Jaso strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th.
Well, there's still a lot of this game left, but it is starting to get late. This is a big opportunity that they don't want to let slip away.
looking to keep this a one-run game. And a cut fastball here that he started off a bit too far inside. It nearly got him. 2 down, runners at first and second. Right side, hit hard. Carpenter is there. Spin throw, and he will get him at first on a fine spin and throw from short right, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. Pirates lead it 1-0. Number 36 will stand in to start things off, as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
Number 36.
In fact, just 1 hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Hit out towards second. Harrison has it. And reined in, 1 away.
The batter.
So the shutout still intact here in the 6th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA.
Yeah, and there you see where they rank in that stat category. When your team ERA is that low, it definitely takes the pressure off the offense a little bit. More importantly, it gives you a chance to win every single night.
Colton Wong stands in. Was locked up on strike 3 in his last trip.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
1 out, nobody on. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Boy, that changeup's had him eaten out of his hand.
Oh, and they've been falling all over themselves trying to get it. But you've just got to know that that's not going to be a strike. It looks like it is, but it isn't.
That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Bounce slowly back toward the mound. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Boy, his guys got him the lead back in the very first inning, and he hasn't looked back since. He's had everything go his way so far, and this inning's turning out to be no exception.
Matt Carpenter will step in, a ground-out victim his last time. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Chopped foul wide of first. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Cardinals. They're down 1-0. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. It's on to the 7th inning with the Pirates leading in this one, but before the inning gets underway, let's check out the game summary to this point.
Your attention, please. Now
New pitcher coming on now, and it's the very hard-throwing right-hander Jordan Walden who'll make an appearance here. Gregory Polanco will stand in here to start the 7th in a game that's been sailing along to this point.
Yeah, good thing we don't get paid by the hour, man. This game has flown by.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And there's a base hit, so maybe some insurance here to lead off the 7th.
A good job here. Stays inside the ball well, doesn't roll over, and just shoots this ball right back up the middle.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Is that really the spot you want to be messing with here?
It shouldn't be. That's a danger zone if you ask me.
Comes set with the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Well, he'll lean pretty heavily on that fastball. Why not? It's a big one.
A runner at first with no outs here. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Now a swing and a miss, and McCutchen is set down for out number 1.
I love this pitch right here. Just an elevated fastball with 2 strikes. Nothing much to it. He just says, this is just a good old country fastball, and he runs it right by.
Here's Starling Marte, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. Inside and low, 2-1. Three and one now.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Now a throw over, and he's back standing.
Keeping him close.
And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with one away.
Up next for the Pirates, shortstop,
Jung Ho Gong strides in, grounded out his last time through.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Even though this is still just a one-run game, this thing could get ugly in a hurry. So if you've got an out pitch, you better pull it out of the bag right now.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top, and just fire that thing in there.
Runners are at first and second with one away. Hit hard up the middle. Carpenter has it. The second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Leading off the inning, Matt Adams. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
Cole gets the sign. Here it comes. And a high strike there, 0-1. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. I'll tell you, he's been living on that corner all afternoon.
And you can tell, guys at the plate, they're starting to get frustrated. He just hasn't made many mistakes at all, and when he has, they've been out of his zone.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great job of holding off.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Now, getting that first out is always critical in a one-run ball game. And they could certainly use a quick 7th inning here.
One gone for the Redbirds in the 7th, and that'll bring in the third baseman, Johnny Peralta. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. Chop foul at the plate, strike one. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And there's ball 2 now to Peralta as they fall behind 2-1. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game.
Yeah, make it 3 straight strikeouts for him now. But what's impressive is that these aren't just any hitters up there. These are the 3, 4, and 5 guys in the lineup. And he went through them like they weren't even there.
Brandon Moss stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Two out, nobody on. That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
I think at this point, a 2-out walk isn't the worst thing in the world. You'd like to avoid it if you can, but this can be a dangerous spot if you just groove one.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Yeah, a lot of strikeouts for these guys, but not too many walks. In fact, no walks until this at-bat right here. That's their first of the ball game.
Matt Holliday will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk.
Yeah, nothing going on earlier in this inning, but a chance to make some noise right here. Those kind of walks often seem to come back and bite guys somehow.
And he'll start in with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball, 1-0.
Now you've got the tying run over at first, 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
Line toward right center. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. 1 left for the Cardinals. They still trail 1-0. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Number 26 will come in and pitch now.
For St. Louis. Now pitching and batting in the 7th spot. Number 26. Now playing left field and batting in the 9th spot. Number 38. Frank Torres.
Leading off the inning, David Freese, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. And here's a fastball in for strike 1. 91 miles an hour that time. One pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Pitching certainly has been on display in this one, and there's the evidence of it right there. 1-0 our score, as there are an awful lot of zeros on that line score to this point. Into the box, Francisco Cervelli. He flew out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. One and one. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Look out as this bat shatters on impact. Reined in. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
And you know what, guys? Since he's got an offer going, he's probably saying right now, you know what? You can have that bat. Good riddance. Wasn't doing anything for me anyway.
Josh Harrison stands in. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
And when he's got that slider working the way he wants it, it can be such a weapon for him.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. To first. Gloved by Adams. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates, but they're on top 1-0. Leading off the inning, Brian Pena, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
In there, strike one.
Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
Looking for his 10th strikeout. This pitch is popped up. Freeze is going to get there. Oh, and he whiffs on it.
And when your pitcher's closing in on 100 pitches, you hate to make him work even harder out there. That's a play that's got to be made.
Stepping in now, Frank Torres. Hit down the line at first. But this is foul for the first strike. A little bit low that time, maybe outside as well. Nobody out, runner on first. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, if he's missing right here, he ain't missing by much. Not getting too many favors behind the plate.
Grounded down the third baseline. And that's through for a hit.
And this is a situation now on the mound where you can't worry about how you got into it. You got to worry about how you're going to get out of it. And he's got some work to do now to protect this lead.
Number 36 will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
Now here's Clint Hurdle out of the Pittsburgh dugout on his way to the mound. And it appears that we've seen the last here in this one of Garrett Cole. So as he departs, his fate is still up in the air. He could stand to win it. He could get a no decision. He could even be on the hook for the loss if both runners come around to score. Tony Watson will come on now in an awfully tough spot as there are 2 on here with nobody out.
Tony Watson.
Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1.
Now the Cardinals are looking for that one key hit to maybe change their fortunes.
Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. And there's ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Chopped foul right at home plate. Trying to hold the lead. Hot shot down the line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. This is blistered into right center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. And a relay to the plate. Oh, and the tag will get him at the plate as the potential tying run is cut down trying to score.
And with nobody out, it's easy to say now, but I don't know if I would have sent him. This late in the ball game, having that tying run at third with nobody out is as close to a guaranteed run as there is. Now it's going to take some work to get things back to even.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Now the 0-1. Swing and a little tapper. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash. But wisely, no thought of a return throw, and the inning will continue. Matt Carpenter will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Hit back up the middle. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. More of the show, Saturday Baseball, after this. Matt Joyce will try to get his club a little ninth-inning insurance as he'll grab a bat to pinch hit, leading things off here. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes.
And that's right where you want to be with your specialty pitches. If you can start them knee-high and let them dip out of the strike zone, you'll have a lot of success with locations like that one.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
Well, this bullpen's picking right up where their starter left off. This has been a real team effort on the mound so far.
John Jaso will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
The windup and the 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there.
You got to be careful with that inside location on 0-2. The last thing you want to do is hit him.
1 out, nobody on. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away.
The 3rd strikeout for him now. Got him out front a little bit here. He winds up turning this pitch over nicely, and he gets him to swing right through it.
Here's Gregory Polanco. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Two really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with two good takes.
And this one's over at the knees, 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
2 out, nobody on. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Sent on the ground out to second. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the third out of the inning. Down in order go the Pirates, but they lead it 1-0.
Your attention, please.
So a save opportunity now here in the ninth, and on to try to wrap this one up is a guy who's made it back from some serious arm troubles the past few years, the closer, Neftali Feliz. Matt Adams will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth, as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
Swinging a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Freeze is there, and that is a big first out here to start inning number 9.
And that's telling of how they've swung the bat. This has just been a punchless offense so far. And this pop-up is pretty indicative of their struggles.
Johnny Peralta stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Feliz sets. Here's the first pitch. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. That evens it up, 1-1. Chopped toward the second baseman. Barehanded on the hop. Got him.
Oh, love it.
Up next for the Cardinals.
Well, you can see this is a changeup right here. He's got him out on his front foot, and you see him just sort of chop at this one right into the ground. That's going to be an easy play out there at second base.
Standing in now, Brandon Moss, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Now a swing, and he pops him up, and this should do it. Jasso is calling for it, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Wow, just a really great game to watch from beginning to end. A well-pitched 1-0 ball game. This is just a broadcaster's dream.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
And this is what you want out of your starter. Gives him 7 strong innings, sets things up perfectly for his bullpen to get the final 6 outs. He's going to walk away with a victory. Good job.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Pirates win it 1-0. So long from St. Louis.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Pirates. 1 run, 8 hits, 1 error, and 11 runners left on base. For St. Louis, no runs,